Alright, so today we have our first guest, Lucas Benenati. Appreciate your time and you being here. So can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Yeah.
Like your age, your name, where you're from, what you do,
Yeah,
what
of
you do
course.
right now.
My name is Lucas Benenati. I'm 30 years old. I come from America, and now I have been living in Vietnam for 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, and I am an English teacher here, and I also do some other work as well. People need a model, foreign model, or actor. I also do that as my part-time job as well.
Awesome. So right now we're gonna talk about a little bit about like your life in America, like what you do back then. So baseball, I think baseball is what people know the most about you, especially here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, I grew up playing baseball since I could walk, since like t-ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I played Little League until I was 14. And then also playing travel ball as well.
Okay.
And then when I got into high school, I went to high school at Santa Barbara High School. And I didn't play varsity until my junior year.
Of high school? Okay.
Yeah. And I played shortstop the majority of my high school career.
Okay.
And I was a closing pitcher.
Closing pitcher.
And our high school finished third in the state of California, so we're a pretty good high school team. After that, I didn't have any offers to play Division I, so I went to junior college in my hometown.
Okay.
Yep. And I was there for 3 years. One of those years, I had to have Tommy John operation.
Dang.
And so I played there 2 years. I did really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was lucky to get a scholarship to Division I, play at Kansas State.
Kansas State University?
Yeah, in the Big 12 conference.
Yeah,
and,
down south.
Yeah, and so I was a relief pitcher for K-State for 2 years, and it was very good experience for me playing in D1 and just a major baseball culture where there's thousands of fans watching you every game.
Yeah.
So it was a very eye-opening experience for me.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. And one more question about the sports. So before baseball, you plan to play any other sports, or did you like to experience any other sports before?
Yeah, so I did play basketball growing up, and I also played football as well.
Mm-hmm.
But my coach at the time in high school, he's very old school, and he didn't let us play on varsity if we were to play another sport.
Ah, okay. So it's just one sport only.
Yeah, so I had to dedicate myself to baseball if I wanted to play at the
high
varsity level. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so after the D1 experience, you got drafted from the Cincinnati Reds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So can you like walk us through the experience and the emotion?
Yeah.
Yeah, during the draft.
Well, so my first year at Kansas State, which was my junior year, I actually had a better year than my senior year.
Junior year is
Yeah.
like better than senior year.
Yeah,
Okay.
in terms of my stats.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I was going to get drafted my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Okay.
And I came back for my last year at K-State. I also had a pretty good year, but it wasn't as good as my junior year.
Okay.
And I think the main thing was that we qualified for the Big 12 tournament where a lot of scouts were that year.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I ended up hitting 97 in front of the scouts. And so I think that had a lot of help.
Oh, the exit velo?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, pitch velo.
Oh, pitch velo. Okay.
Pitch velo, yeah.
Okay.
So I hit 97 in front of some scouts there, and I think that really kind of like boosted my draft stock.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Gotcha.
And after that, I was lucky to be drafted in 2016 draft.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it was just, what can I say? It was like a dream come true.
It's a real moment?
Yeah, since I was a little kid, I remember at the time during the draft, I was golfing with my dad.
Okay.
And I was getting calls
having
from
fun.
Yeah, I was getting calls from like the Dodgers, the Reds, the Yankees, the Rangers, and this was like in the 6th round at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The Rangers called me and they said they were going to take me in the 7th, but they ended up not taking me.
Damn.
And then the 9th came around and the Reds called and they were like, "Hey, we're planning to take you in the 10th. Will you sign?" And I was like, "Of course." And so that was I was playing golf with my dad, and it was just a cool experience to
that moment.
Yeah, get drafted with my dad.
That's awesome.
Being there.
Okay. So like for the people in Vietnam that may not know about like the baseball system, like the pro baseball system in America. We have like a MLB team. Under that, we got like all the minors team, like from like low A. Can you do like just like walk us through that?
Yeah. So there's
the system.
Yeah. So there's short season, which is rookie ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your first year, or your high school guys getting drafted.
Yeah.
They will go play rookie ball, which is just a half season, short season.
Okay.
And after that, you have single A, which is full season.
Full season.
Yep.
Like over 100 games, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. And after single A, you have high A.
High A.
And then double A, triple A, and then your big league.
Big league. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, just tell us about the experience in the minors.
Yeah. My experience in the minors was very stressful.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. In terms of like both the money and then the experience and then the practice, training, all that.
Yeah, just knowing that every time you go out there, your job is on the line, and you're put in an environment where, I mean, there's 10,000 people in the stands every game, and you're constantly traveling around the Midwest in the United States, so it's a full-time job. Every day you're traveling, you're waking up at 9 a.m., getting to the field at 11, and then you're finishing the game at night around 10 p.m. So, I mean, it's all day, every day.
It's a long day.
160 games a year. So, it's pretty draining, but, I mean, I learned that I pretty much do anything after being a year of pro ball and having that experience. I know that I'm mentally capable.
Of mentally tougher.
Doing anything.
Just able to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really tough. And this story is a little bit sensitive, but it's still about your Tommy John surgery. So I heard that after that Tommy John surgery, you just need to end your career as a pro baseball player. So what is like the emotion back then? How you feel?
So it wasn't the Tommy John that ended my career.
Oh.
It was a shoulder impingement. But I mean, having Tommy John obviously is not a good experience.
Yeah, especially for the pitchers.
Yeah. I had to lose 1 year of my eligibility during college baseball to just recover, and it took 1 year to recover to finally get back on the mound again and be able to throw.
Yeah.
And I mean, like being an athlete and being told you can't play because of an injury, that's always a
frustrating,
hard thing to comprehend. But I mean, I got through it, and I'm here today, and I can still throw a baseball, which makes me happy. And
you still can play the game you love.
Yeah, exactly.
That's important. Like after life in America, the baseball back then. So now with the life in Vietnam. So why Vietnam? That's simple.
So long
story.
Answer. Long story.
Just walk us through.
So after I was done playing baseball, I took a trip with my friend to Southeast Asia.
Where first?
We went to Indonesia.
First?
For a surf trip. To go surfing. And after that, I kind of jumped around from country to country. I went to Thailand, I went to Malaysia, Singapore, and finally to Vietnam.
Vietnam is like the final destination.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had no intention really of staying in Southeast Asia, but I met some friends of mine in Ho Chi Minh City, and they recommended me to teach English here.
Yeah.
Because there's many opportunities.
Especially for expat.
Yeah.
Foreigners.
And so after that, I took a tour of Ha Long Bay, and I found a job at an English center then, and ever since then, I've been in Vietnam 6 years later.
Fell in love with the country, the people, everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. So like as of now, how many like places or destination have you traveled and you've been through in Vietnam? Do you remember that?
I've been to quite a few.
Yeah. Like so, what's your like the place that like have keep you like the most memorable experience or something like that?
Well, I really like Ha Giang. I like Nha
the
Trang.
mountains.
Yeah, mountains.
The
I like
beaches.
Nha Trang, Phu Quoc, Da Nang.
Okay. That's
Ninh Bình.
Ninh Bình.
I've been to a decent amount of places.
Yeah.
In
That's
Vietnam.
a lot of places.
Yeah, maybe half.
Yeah, but like that's like the most like a famous experience, famous like destination?
I'm a beach person, so I think.
Oh, you prefer like go to the beach?
Yeah, Chang.
Yeah, surfing.
Yeah.
Have you surfed before in Vietnam?
No, never. Never.
The waves not that big.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah. So like next week we heard that you gonna marry some like a great ladies in Vietnam. So how is that like the experience? Like I think like you're not gonna think you're gonna marry someone in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, I definitely didn't. That was not the plan.
Yeah, that's what not plan at all.
I came to Vietnam with no plan really. I was just traveling and seeing what would happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, my fiance is a really good person, and I'm super excited for the future. And luckily, it enables me to stay in Vietnam more comfortably.
Yeah. Right now, we're gonna talk about your weddings. So, how did you meet your wife?
I met my wife on Facebook.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, not Tinder or Bumble or something.
Not Tinder, not Bumble.
Yeah.
On Facebook, and trying to remember the first date we went to. You
should remember that, man.
Yeah.
You should remember that.
It was a cafe in Kose on the rooftop. Was our first date, and it was good. We just
what was your like the first impression and the first experience with her?
She was definitely shy, very shy.
Shy lady. Okay, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
After getting to know her more, she's not that shy.
Yeah, so like two different persons.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I see.
Definitely not shy. Sometimes she talks too much.
Too much? Want to shut her mouth? So right now, I need like 3 words from you to describe your wife. As of now. Yeah.
Caring.
Caring.
Generous. And I'd say just like kind.
Kind people.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. That's what you love most about her.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Awesome. So like right now, I think you are one of the most famous people in terms of baseball. The community is still small, I know, but like in baseball, you should be one of the most famous people. Because like I think we don't have any other ex-pro baseball player from America in here. So yeah, so what's like the journey in baseball in Vietnam? How did it start?
Yeah, so I had always wondered if people in Vietnam played baseball.
Okay.
I never knew, and there was actually a friend of mine. Her name is Nga, and she recommended me to this guy Chung.
Chung
Thành Long.
Yeah, your buddy.
And and he actually told me that they have a team here that they practice baseball, and he wanted me to come out and just introduce myself and help coach and just introduce and get to know everybody. And so I came out. That was at Tom Nhật Park.
Park, okay.
Yeah, and that was back when Chum was with the Devil Bats still.
When was that? What year was it?
This was 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
yeah.
Okay.
And so that is kind of what started my baseball journey in Vietnam. And obviously after that, we started our own team, the 29ers. We combined with the Capitals.
Yeah.
And so that is the situation right now. So, yeah.
About that the current state of Vietnam baseball, like right now so far, after I think you already experienced like 2 or 3 years of Vietnam baseball.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think speaking from a coaching perspective, like talking about my own players that I'm currently coaching.
I mean, like you can do both, like from coaching perspective and players. Yeah.
I think that Vietnam baseball is like rapidly developing. It's getting better very quick, and I think it's slowly starting to spread. And I think Vietnamese people will become more curious about the game,
the sport. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I'm just glad to see that more teams are starting to be created and
more people to play it.
Yeah, and there's just more of a community here in Vietnam. From 2 years ago, there was barely anybody, and now it's starting. We have the Hanoi Major Series. We have the national tournament. We just went to Ho Chi Minh City to scrimmage the Ho Chi Minh teams, and so I'm just glad that it's developing, and hopefully soon Vietnam will be competitive on a
Yeah.
international level.
Yeah. So we have like more teams, more players, more tournaments. Yeah. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about the 29ers. Like right now, you play for the 29ers, and you also coach for the 29ers. So what do you think about the teams? Everything just like
I mean, team is like a second family, to be honest. Like my Vietnamese family. We're there practicing every Saturday and Sunday, whether it's in the cage on Saturday or at the field on Sunday. I'm really thankful that the guys have really taken devotion to the game and like really devoted themselves to practicing every weekend and really just getting better. And I'm super thankful for the team, and hopefully everybody will kind of get to achieve their goals, their own personal goals on the team.
Yeah. I mean, like we already like won something. I mean, we have like achievement. So I mean, I'm expecting to have like more in the future, definitely. And the young guys also. Yeah. So yeah, that should be the end of the English part. So I think you can look at the camera and then say something really short thing.
Okay. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Bye bye.